is pick up heavy things and get strong. And Best Self Magazine had a contest, the top 100 fitness tips they were going to publish in the January issue. That was mine, and it did not get chosen. But I truly believe that. Like, the way to get strong is to pick up heavy things. We'll see all these gimmicks late at night, like stand on this ball and balance on this. How many people can't even stand on one foot on the ground? So let's start with that, and then start with picking up things that are heavy. So there's nothing magical about this tool. It was actually a weight at the market in Russia about circa 1600s when this training was invented, because their soldiers were used to picking up barbells and atlas stones and heavy things, but they had to find something that was portable that they could take from camp to camp to camp. So they developed a training system with a tool that was relatively small. And I have goosebumps talking about this because I love it. So anyway. Okay, so the two foundational exercises are the swing and the get-up. And the reason that those are our two foundational exercises is because they hit strength and cardio and strength and mobility, which are the three components, strength, cardio, and mobility, that we really want to focus on. So the swing, where you get your strength and cardio, you're basically just moving a weight using the hinge pattern. So hinging is basically sitting back if you can't really reach the chair that's too far behind you, and standing up. Big problem in modern gym going is you'll see the guys at the gym who isolate muscles, and they'll stand in front of the mirror, and they'll do this, and they'll work everything here, and this gets big, and this all gets, like, can't see it, so they don't work on it. And they reinforce that pattern. So this is the pattern that we live in already. We're sitting at our desk. I'm really guilty of walking and texting like this, sitting on the couch. So we're trying to build up the back part to get your posture more upright and lift things the way that we're designed to lift it. So if you were picking up your bag of groceries, you wouldn't pick it up like this. So why would we just do this in the gym? You pick it up using your whole body. So the swing. Kettlebell exercise number 1. You look forward, your shoulders are back, you just throw it behind you, and you stand up tall. Basically, your arms are ropes and your hands are hooks. All the work is being done, abs, glutes, back of your legs. So it's also, and this is a really, really light weight, but I'm already out of breath trying to talk and do that at the same time. So you want to move heavy weights holistically for the swing. So you're just training that pattern where you just sit back, stand up. So you're building up all of your posterior chain, which tends to get neglected. So that is the swing. If you do it a lot, your heart rate gets up, and that's where the cardio comes in. Okay, second most important exercise. These two are the center of the kettlebell universe. It's called the get-up. I'll demonstrate it on the ground. I don't know if you can see it. But this is where we get our mobility and our strength. So you just don't roll on the ground and stand and kneel anymore. I saw a kid playing video games sitting under a tree the other day in the park. It's kind of sad. So even our kids aren't playing, and then, basically, we felt good when we were 2 or 3 learning how to rock and roll and crawl, but then we turned 4 and someone told us to sit down and be quiet, and then everything went downhill from there. So this is regaining those primitive movement patterns that we just don't do in Western society. So you lie on the ground, roll to the side, roll pressure bell overhead, free and come down about 45 degrees. Roll to your elbow, to your hand, lift up your hips and push to your knee. I probably shouldn't have flip-flops on. Come to kneeling, straighten out your feet like they're on train tracks and stand straight up. And then you reverse it the same way. So that same foot, long lunge back. Once you wipe for that foot so you can keep your back straight, hinge, reach for the ground, shoot through, and roll down. Bring it down with 2 hands and roll it off. And there's a time and a place for light get-ups where you want to really work mobility. There's also a time and a place for heavy get-ups where you really want to focus on strength. So there's kind of a yin and a yang there. So those are the 2 foundational, most important exercises because you hit everything. We believe that if 90% of the population did those 2 exercises, we believe that the average person did those 2 exercises, they'd be about 90th percentile as far as general physical preparedness of the population. So that hits everything. Everything else is icing on the cake. So you have your more traditional exercises, such as the press. You just do a clean to get it up. Everything stays tight. Use your whole body to press. Heavy, low reps. You can obviously also do squats. So you do the squat as deep as you can go, keep your back straight. None of that stuff at 90 degrees. It's actually really funny. Someone in one of my workshops was like, my trainer at LA Fitness told me to stop at 90 degrees. And someone else in the class goes, Bruce Lee doesn't stop at 90 degrees. He's way more awesome than your trainer. You just answered my question. How much time? 2 minutes? Okay. So going back to the benefit of the swing, just because I gotta talk about this because it's the best. The thing that separates the weak from the elite athlete is the ability to go from relaxed to tense very quickly and very powerfully, and the faster you can do it. I think they said that the athlete can do it on average like 600 times faster than this person who plays around with sports. So that's what the swing teaches you: relax, tense, relax, tense. So if you think about a football player, he runs, you gotta be relatively relaxed to run because you're all tense, you're not gonna go fast. But then the second he delivers a hit, it's gonna tense up. Same thing like a boxer, so it's gotta get out of the way, and then it's gonna be tense to deliver the hit. So the swing teaches that switch, the transformation back and forth. It's one reason that it has a lot of athletic carryover and a lot of athletes do it. Falcons attribute the movement screen, which we also do at the gym, and kettlebell training to their low rate of injury, which is good because they have no depth. So that works out. So yeah, those are the two foundation, and then I showed you a couple of other ones. But does anybody have questions? We have a minute left. I kind of all over the place.
How long does a workout usually last, or what's a good amount of time to do it?
If someone's doing it at home, like I train every day for like 20 minutes, but in our classes we do 45 minutes, and I suggest 3 times a week. And that includes, we do a lot of crawling on the ground and rolling and stuff for warm up, and then usually some get-ups for the first part, and then 3 rounds of 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and that part's like 25 minutes. So 45 to 25.
You said something about moving ballistically. What does that mean?
Okay, so you know how a bullet fires? There's an impact and then just kind of floats, or there's a force and then it floats. So in the swing, the force is hip snap and it's floating. Like I'll take, so I only have like 2 fingers. This is the force is coming from the hip snap, and then the float is the yeah.